Oh yeah. That's some good horse fucking. Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Yeah, you're just wondering why Jar's yapping at you right off the bat before you even hear that sweet theme song. That's because I'm coming at you with a little bit of a disclaimer. You see, this one here you're about to listen to is oddly numbered, as it is one from the vault. Originally, this one we recorded back in May. It is number 422, but you're going to be reading it as a different number. And the reason for that is when Scott and I took our summer hiatus, we had a couple of these in the can, but felt a little weird releasing these right off the bat when we came back, especially being Halloween month, and wanted to get something a little fresher when we came back. So this week and next week, we're going to release those from the Vault episodes. You'll hear how old they are because I think this one is themed for Star Wars Day, which is May the 4th. So, yeah, enjoy and get lost.
Welcome to the Lost at Home podcast. Here are your hosts, Scott Bear and Jeremiah Johnson.
Welcome back to the Lost at Home podcast. My name is Darth Scott, and with me is...
Jeremiah, Nanu. May the 4th be with you, folks.
That's better.
Yeah. We are recording on May the 4th. I know you guys are hearing this a couple weeks, probably a week and a half after or so, maybe 2 weeks after, because we're getting ahead of episodes finally. We're doing a weekly thing, and we're actually I'm doing this thing called scheduling episodes, and it's crazy. It's crazy the way.
So you're going to hear this one well after Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly. But we're getting ahead of episodes, which doesn't make our fun web droppings that fall through the cracks, etc., any less relevant, maybe a little less timely, but they're not going to be stories you heard anyway. So we're going to keep going with our fun stuff, but we're going to try to do our theme as maybe Star Wars themed today because of the May the 4th.
We're gonna attempt to Star Warsify each one of these stories.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it. You know more about Star Wars. I mean, I've seen the original Star Wars movies. I've seen actually all of the main Star Wars movies, but I've, for the most part, have seen the movies, minus the originals and the first of the prequels, once or twice in my entire life.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm very rudimentary, if you will, with my Star Wars lore. So I mean, I'm not going to mix it up with Star Trek. Is going to make a joke about that. Like, I'm Picard, yeah, and fucking welcome to Big Long.
Slow hanging meat.
Yeah, exactly. I'm better than that.
We're lazy, but we're not lazy in our jokes.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, I can name R2D2 and R2D3.
Just did.
R2D3 is good. I like that guy. He's a sequel. Yeah, and C-2PO was the prequel.
R2D3 me, now you don't.
Call back to the one people have now heard, but now you three me.
Now you don't.
Oh man, yeah.
I had fun making the song for that episode, by the way.
Yeah, that was a good song. Actually, I really like that song.
I like the also the Dead Pope selfie. I don't know if you've listened to it yet.
I did listen to that. Yes,
I like that one too.
Yep, yeah. Which people now have heard that one. Now that they've heard that one.
Dead Pope selfie.
Yeah, it's a good little pop punky kind of thing, like a real watered down pop punk kind of stuff. Where, like it sounded perfect for the song. Yeah, and
I asked for 90s pop punk in the theme of Blink.
Perfect.
And it was like, yep.
Nailed it. Fucking nailed it.
It's a good day. Take a photo with the Pope. It's a good day.
Yeah. High school is hard. High school is hard. Yeah. Blink 182, ladies and gentlemen. Still going strong, despite all the UFO disclosure that one guy did, or does still. One guy just is all about the UFOs now. Yeah. Oh yeah, one of them is like the leader of this, like the UFO move. Like he was the guy that helped essentially got the Tic Tac video released. Was one of the guys.
It's called TikTok, Boomer.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm on the Tic Tac.
Hey, yeah, I'm on the Tic Tac. Yeah. I'm not on the Tic Tac, but we're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna talk about some crazy stuff that fell through the cracks. But Scott, we'd like to come in. Actually, we've got some updates too to get to. But
we do.
I'm gonna start with getting a little lost in thought. Now, this one I got lost in thought. I went to see the movie Sinners recently. I enjoyed the crap out of it. It was very, very good. I really enjoyed it. I think it's one that will definitely... I love the fact it's still going gangbusters. In its third weekend, it still only dropped 27%.
Did everyone who went to see it with you like it as well?
Absolutely, 100%.
Cool. Because you went with a varied crew of people of all thoughts on movies.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And there's even a couple of their friends, and we ran into a couple other people. Like, it was ultimately very widely appreciated across the group.
Yeah, I wanted to go, but at the same time, I'm saving my monies. I'm going to see Thunderbolts next weekend. I know there's a huge chasm between what Sinners is and what Thunderbolts is as far as what cinema is.
Original content. Yeah. But I will say, they are tangential with Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, obviously, from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yep. They are there is still, in the cinematic styling, this was not a low-budget movie. This was technically a horror movie, but like with a dramatic period feel, but it was a $90 million fucking budget. That being said, they've already made back to, almost 3 times their budget. So they are, more than 2 times their budget over the course, domestic and global, or I guess just global. But yeah,
I've got this thing where the movie has to. It needs to be like an Evil Dead or a Final Destination for me to go see in the theater if it's horror, because I can watch horror in my living room. I got a great stereo. I got a giant TV.
I know. For me, it's more
my wife loves horror, and I like seeing new horror with her.
And
she won't go to the theater really.
At all. Yeah, period. Like, yeah. So for me, in my thing with seeing it with and I'm doing my part. I feel like I'm very much one. I don't want things to be. I know I'm all the freaking horror blogs and stuff. I don't want things to get spoiled. Yeah. I've been pretty good about staying away from spoils, and horror blogs are really good about not spoiling stuff, and horror influencers. They're very, very respectable and respectful about that. But I also like to make sure I want to put my money where my mouth is. I don't see any other movies in the theaters. I don't see any other movies. I essentially only see horror movies because I want to
drag
support.
you to a superhero movie about once a year.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out Fantastic Four this year. But
I did drag Kelly. I'm going to drag Kelly next week into Thunderbolts, and I showed her the spoiler-free reviews, and she agreed that she wants to see it. She was like, "Oh shit, this is actually a good Marvel movie." She knows there's bad ones and good ones. She's like, "Oh, I'll see this one."
Yeah, it's got David Harbour, which I didn't realize was in it. It looks pretty fun.
Yeah.
So I went to see Sinners, and I was actually, and just to get back to your point about the fact that Thunderbolts was going to knock Sinners off the number 1. Although the funny thing is while it did, definitely Sinners only fell 27% in its third week, which is insane. So it only fell 6%, and it was a record-setting 6% drop versus the second week, and it stayed. And actually, they were expecting it to fall to second place in its second week, stayed on number 1. Amazing. It's a great.
It's
great
kind of fun
overall.
right now that we have both those movies, Thunderbolts and Sinners, and I think both are going to continue to have prevailing weeks of success.
I think so, yeah, because
they're movies that don't feel like they are going to get a drop off either one.
And Sinners, like by all metrics, should have had a much steeper drop off just because it's an original IP.
Genre piece.
It's a genre piece. It's horror. Yeah, it's also brand new.
Hey, I to say it's black cast, black everything.
Yeah, but guess what? This just beat the last best original piece of content for the box office was Nope. So this one just beat another quote unquote black movie. Off because apparently black people are the only people making original content now. Everything else is fucking IP.
Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
So my thing was, it is funny coming into this because I was thinking about like, oh man, I'm glad that Sinners is an original piece of content, and I was telling you, I think I was like, man, I wish there would just be 1 year where like all these it would never work, but like these corporations are like, you know what? Hey, how about let's put a pause on. As far as movies go, let's not do any existing IPs. Let's just create brand new existing.
Year of original,
of just original content, like this kind of stuff. And
it would be so hard to wrangle that many douchebag billionaire producers.
That's the reason it wouldn't happen is because they need to hedge their bets. They need to know that they can have a guarantee of something like a Minecraft or whatever, and know that that's going to do well. So then they can bolster up, a Sinners. Same exact. Those are both Warners. Yeah.
You know what? I would actually give a pass for say like we'll just throw Marvel in there if they did like if Werewolf by Night wasn't that hour-long Halloween black and white special. if they did that as an hour and a half long black and white horror movie,
I'd still say no. I don't. Think
I would almost be like, well, that's Marvel trying to not IP something.
I would even say 1 year without a single Disney movie whatsoever. Now I know that will never work.
It would never happen.
because Disney only does IP. They don't do original shit, or it's an original thing destined to be a new IP.
To do new, yeah.
Which again I think is great.
I would do that. I would go a year without Star Wars, Marvel, Disney.
And by the way,
which is all the same company.
TV, go to town. TV is meant for IP because you are like supposed to have seasons. You're supposed to have existing stuff. So all TV, TV is IP, existing IP, I should say.
Since everything can be a future IP,
yes.
Can't Disney create an original film that year?
100%, yes.
But
which I would love to see.
But it would always be with the thought that it would be a future IP.
Oh, and also I would even give them this. Oh, I just mean no existing cinematic IPs. So in other words,
if you want to create a new IP,
or if they wanted to use an existing say comic book that has not been made into like, I would even be okay with that. I'm just saying no more fucking sequels, prequels, blah blah blah.
Like not another Iron Man movie, something
exactly.
like that.
Which again, I know that's never going to happen. But the reason I was saying this is like, wouldn't it be great if we had more of these kind of Sinners movies, Nopes, Us's, and whatnot? Now horror is rife with that. It's all plenty of that stuff. Also, I mentioned that, and then I was like, yeah, but the movie I'm looking forward to the most this year is Final Destination Bloodlines. Has 5 other movies. I can't wait for that franchise.
It already ended before 5, too.
Yeah, I know.
4 was the final one.
the Final Destination. Yeah, and then like, never mind, Final Destination 5.
Yeah, I rewatched all those recently. God damn it.
I still have to watch all of those.
All of them hold up except for...
I think number 4 is the Final Destination. No,
that's the one. Yeah. That's the one that's the cheapest, worst one.
Yeah, the Final... Or maybe I think it was the Final Destination. I don't know. I can't remember. Either that or it was the last one, the Final Destination. The one that circles back around.
The race car one is the one that had no budget. It was cheap. It was schlocky. The acting was garbage.
That was 3.
That was the final one.
That was 5? That was 4?
That was the final one.
The final... That was comedy.
That was 4.
That was straight up comedy. That had like...
David
Koechner in it and shit.
That's the problem, is it might as well have been The Beach.
Yeah. Oh, the sand?
The sand.
Yes,
it might as well have been the sand. Like it dove so low below the bar it originally set.
Yes. Yeah, because it almost like was like, oh, we're just going to be a parody of ourselves now. But then they finally brought it back. I think they realized they needed to
the last one with the suspension bridge that breaks.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
it was great. It had what's his name from Anchorman.
Yeah, and they. But so
I love they cast a comedian in it, but didn't let him be funny ever.
Yeah, David Koechner. Yeah.
I was fine with that. It was like, I love seeing him in this.
I love him anyway. I remember like the first movie I ever saw.
But it'd be weird. It'd be like if Jim Carrey in the '90s was in a horror movie and they didn't let him crack wise or make a weird face once.
And also, David Koechner has literally only played hilarious characters in like parody movies and stuff. He was in Run Ronnie Run. Like he was the fucking.
But he's also been in like 7 horror movies like Krampus.
Yep, that's true. Yeah.
But again, I went down his IMDb, and he was in a whole bunch of comedy. Well, Krampus is barely comedy horror to me. It's more... Krampus is like the Home Alone of horror movies, where...
I guess it's not like Tucker and Dale comedy horror or Final Girls.
It's like how Home Alone's almost like a dramedy, weirdly.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's even a straight comedy.
Yeah, no, but like, in other words, it's if it was a light, entertaining, but genuine horror creature feature.
It was a box office horror.
Yeah, popcorn horror.
100%.
Yeah. I love popcorn horror. But so with Sinners, when I went on this rant in my head about like, oh, wouldn't it be nice if we did that? Because I'm so fucking sick of seeing these goddamn Marvel movies and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, well, everybody gets all excited about like an explosion. Whoa! Or like, oh my god, a cameo by so and so, another cameo, all the cameos. And then I was like, why don't we just make a movie called Cameo the Movie? There's no lead characters whatsoever.
I like how you said all of that to say that wasn't what Sinners was.
Yeah,
Sinners has a Marvel post-credit scene.
No, it has a post-credit scene.
Marvel
did not invent the
post-credit scene. They did not. They've been around
They just have abused it. Yes.
I think A Knight's Tale...
Also, by the way,
A Knight's Tale is the oldest movie I can think of that has a post-credit scene.
And by the way, I should also know like the post-credit scene...
Which is 98.
The post-credit scene they're talking about is not a post-credit scene. It's happening before the real credits. The post-credit scene is literally...
It's a mid-credit scene.
Yeah,
it's a mid-credit
It's not even that. It's literally happening...
Did some credits happen in between?
No, the credits, no, literally, like, the credits happen, like, over top of, like, while they're ending the movie, and then the movie ends, and then they just have a regular scene.
So it never cuts to black?
No, not at all. No, and then, so it is literally, in other words, they have, like,
It's still mid-credits, technically, if credits have rolled.
Yeah, but it was, so I was like, oh, this couldn't be, but there is a post-credit scene. The post-credit scene is literally a dude just playing a guitar. It's more of an appreciation. There is a literal post-credit scene.
I just love how Sinners took all that from Iron Man and Marvel.
Yeah, oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. And by the way, I should note too, I fucking hate post-credit scenes. I want them done away with. I fucking think they're terrible. Now, when I heard that they were going to do one, I was really excited. The fact that when I was like,
I did not know until this morning. That's why I texted you.
I was like, this isn't a post-credit scene. This is essentially a pre-real credit scene, and then they have a real post-credit scene, but. There is a little bit of a little bit at the end where you do want to watch it, but for the most part, it's just a guy playing a guitar, and it's actually I kind of like it because it just gives you a little a reason to stick through the credits and its appreciation. But what I'm saying is, I'm not talking about credit scenes or whatever. Like, I'm talking about literally just all the fucking formulaic bullshit, that they follow. Oh, Cameo this. So I just want to make a movie called Cameo the Movie. It's literally no lead characters whatsoever. It's just a cameo after a cameo. It's like, whoa, Iron Man.
Fucking love it.
And I'm like, just called Cameo the
Paul
Movie.
Rudd.
Yeah, because I was thinking
the audience needs to react that way for every time.
Exactly. Yeah, but there's literally by the time you get to the end of the movie, there was never a lead character in this entire thing.
You pass the baton.
Yes,
it's a baton pass through the entire film from new lead to new lead to new lead to new lead. Character actors and surprise stars all intermixed.
Well, because I remember, and the reason I forgave this movie,
you can have a plot with that, but it has to make sense in the single take movies, or shows, Like in that sense where the camera's always weaving through the story. The only thing is, a single take drops characters because you can't follow a character through a full take, because if they fuck up once, you're done.
Yeah.
They drop characters and bring up new ones, so there's less error room.
Yeah.
So you're talking about almost also a single camera full take movie. Yeah. Because you never linger on anyone ever.
And the good thing is there's no such thing as a single take movie. They're all done in technically stitches, but they do pans across to a black wall, and they're like, this is,
and that's a cut point.
And there's generally 3 cuts in the entire movie.
There's a cut point.
And they always record single takes, but then they cut 2 or 3 takes.
Someone will bump into the cameraman, or it's like, and that's a moment where they started up with by also shaking the camera.
If we were doing in this room right now, if you pan across to this wall with white, it's really quick, but you need 1/24 of a second, 1/30th of a second to make it work. So Cameo the Movie.
You could do Cameo the Movie. It would be
I felt like Deadpool Wolverine was almost that, because there were so many cameos, but it also was kind of parodying the fact there were so many cameos.
Yeah. It made fun of itself hard.
It's a meta parody movie, which is why I love the movie. So I was like, we just have to go one step further and literally have no fucking real characters and just all cameos.
Like if Ryan Reynolds starts the movie, he's in it for the first 5 minutes until he meets someone, then it jumps to them, and then it jumps to them.
It's a relay race, so a fucking cameo relay.
And you can relay back. You can hit a character twice. Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Oh no, a re-cameo. Yeah, I don't know if there's re-cameos, but fuck it. Let's start a new thing.
They say it in the movie.
That's a re-cameo.
No, the first time you see a character a second time, they're being asked that. Like, hey, in a movie where a person appears twice, is that like a re-cameo?
He's like, I don't know. And then he just walks off. So it's clearly a cameo, because he doesn't even then pass the baton. He just comes in again. So he's a cameo from his own previous cameo. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So anyway, we got a new Lost in Thought Cameo the Movie.
By the way, to harken back to the mid credits and end credits scenes, in Thunderbolts they've when they give the digital file, because they don't give reels anymore to people. With it is a note that says, do not turn the lights up until the last credit sequence. They're trying to force people to stay.
I assume, because actually in Sinners,
did the lights come up in Sinners?
No. They that's, I think nowadays,
I think they're starting to give notes.
They're doing that because if the lights come up, you just are assume, and I think people have gotten conditioned to, until the lights come up, assume there will be, because I mean, like it or not, mid-credit and credit scenes are here to stay, so they're gonna happen.
I spoil end and mid-credit scenes, especially from Marvel movies, to know if it's worth sitting in the theater to even see them, because I can just go home and find a cam version on YouTube if it's not worth it, and save myself 10 minutes of my life in the theater for 2 minutes at home.
I will say,
that's a great way to do it. But I because I spoil myself, I already know the end credit scenes for Thunderbolts. Yeah. I am staying for the last one because it's actually a big thing.
It's an actual end credit.
There's a mid credits where it's a comedy bit.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And then there's another one that actually matters. Like you have to see it to make it all work.
And I will say
people have said it ties the film together, which I fucking hate, because the film should be fine on its own as a film.
Yes,
you shouldn't have to watch this last bit to have it tie together.
Yeah, well,
but apparently it does in a way that's you need to see it.
People told me that about Sinners, and I get the last scene is important, but it also, again, it's not a mid-credit scene or post-credit scene. There's literally action going on. It never does the credit crawl. It's just over the top of people while stuff
I like
is still
that.
happening.
That's cool.
And then, so the end credit scenes, I will say, you will be, it will be nice for you to just fast forward through the end credit scene. It's not really necessarily anything.
That's
super
one of
important.
those YouTube ones where you can just watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, well, I mean,
quick.
it's literally actually just the guy play. I mean, now granted, there's a little bit of like thematic thing where you could read into something. Where like, okay, this tells us something. It's a guy playing a guitar. You don't necessarily need to watch it, but when you're at home, fast forward through. Who cares who made the movie, right?
And I guess for any of our listeners who are going to see Thunderbolts after listening to this, stay for the last end credit scene. It's on par with that one where Sam Jackson walks out at the end of Iron Man and says, like, we're creating the Avengers.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. And I'm here for mutual life.
I still make.
I don't know why he just became.
I still make the joke every time I come across a new end credit scene, even though I never saw that end credit scene that you're talking about. I know that that's such a famous end credit scene. I always picture, it doesn't matter which movie it is, Samuel L. Jackson coming out and doing something.
Yeah.
I was like, with Sinners,
It
would have made sense.
It was so famous it became a meme.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I was thinking with Sinners, especially being a quote unquote black
Sam
movie,
Jackson.
Sam Jackson, you're like, oh, I gotta this.
I'm forming a team to fight this vampires. I don't know why he talks like that.
Yeah. God damn it, it's a Warner Brothers movie. How the fuck did it end up in the Marvel universe?
Yeah.
This motherfucking leeches.
We're creating a team, calling them the Sinners.
Yeah, that's right. The name of the movie.
Yeah. He's at it.
Yeah. Why does he talk
And
like
now
that?
they're Avengers?
Yeah. Anyway, so moving on to some updates. Scott, you've got the first one. We've got an eBay update, I believe.
Yeah. Okay.
You're an eBay man.
7 years ago, we covered this story on the show. 7 years ago.
Jesus Christ, we've been doing it for 10
And
years.
it's an update, yeah. So back in 2019, so 6 years ago, sorry, eBay was stalking a couple. They were harassing them. They were sending them. Let's see if I can find it from the story.
I feel like we even had one update recently about this, but it was an update about the update. I remember us mentioning, maybe it was just another eBay story.
I don't know.
eBay story, yeah.
It was a couple who used their spare time
yeah.
to publish an e-commerce bites.
Yep.
E-commerce bites, a newsletter focused on e-commerce, and they were critical of eBay's business practices. They pointed out a lot of things that eBay was doing wrong or maybe kind of shady, and eBay didn't like it. So what did eBay do? Did they sue them? Did they take them to court? Did they try to get a cease and desist or a takedown on
But
this?
they couldn't, because they were literally telling
defamation,
the truth.
but they were telling the truth.
They wouldn't be able to do that because they were telling the truth.
So they eBay decided to respond by sending them anonymous deliveries to their home in an attempt to intimidate them.
Yes.
They would mail them books on surviving the death of a spouse to a married couple.
Yeah.
A bloody pig mask, a fetal pig, a funeral wreath, and live insects.
I like half of that shit is stuff you can't actually even order on eBay because of their terms and conditions. They
could violate their own terms and conditions.
Yeah, they're like, well, we're not actually buying it off
They all
eBay.
come in Amazon eBay boxes. They have actual eBay boxes that are branded.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It makes sense actually why they do that.
The harassers eventually made good on its threat and sent people to surveil the couple's home, and they even put a GPS tracking device on their car. This harassment was insane.
Yes.
So,
for a fucking corporation to do, this is like straight up fucked up shit, dude.
One person, eBay's former senior manager of global intelligence, who was 34, she was sentenced to a year and a day in 2022 for a role in gang stalking.
Yeah, maybe that's when we last.
We might have touched on this in 2022. I think we might have touched on it both times. This might be an update on an update.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think we've updated this before, but this is the latest. This is fresh. This is new.
She copped out of 2 years probation with 1 year home confinement. She copped 2 years probation, 1 year at home confinement for conspiracy to commit cyber stalking and attempting to tamper with a witness.
Yep.
Because they were doing court litigations this. Like, because they were literally going, eBay's attacking us in court. They had lawyers. They lawyered up everything.
As you should.
James Bao, the senior director for safety and security for the company, who was 47 at the time, received 57 months in prison and a $40,000 fine for being the ringleader. David Harville received 2 years for his role. The CEOs were never prosecuted.
Yeah.
That's literally the update.
Yeah. So there's there might be more.
Sorry. The main update was eBay pays them $3 million to make it all go away.
Yeah, okay. Well, settlement. Yeah.
So after 3 of theirs went to jail and one got like a slap on the wrist, kind of, the case kept going to this day, and a court finally said, "We're done. The case is over. eBay, give them $3 million and never talk to them again.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, no, it's a settlement.
That's
So
our
it's
update.
and I'm sure everybody wants this to go away. And honestly, a few $1 million is probably good for everybody. It's nothing to eBay, and it's a lot of money for
$3
these
million?
people. Yeah. It's nothing for eBay.
And
but
all
it's a
those
lot.
pig fetuses?
Yeah.
Man, that's good
I love
pickling.
it if they
That's
take-
good pickling.
I love it if they take the $3 million and they just spend it on pig fetuses. And we're like,
Yeah.
we actually love these things.
Have you ever quick pickled a fetus pig?
I love the thought that like you get them and then you just like, I don't have time to real pickle these. I got to quick pickle these. Oh man.
Just like pouring hot boiling vinegar into a jar with a pig fetus cap and be like, that's going to be great.
Pickle pig fetus. Yeah, one per jar. But oh man.
I got spicy pickled green beans, pickled dill spears,
Yep.
or pig fetus.
Yeah.
Pig fetus.
We call them pigcoals. Pigcoals. It's hard to say, but it actually if you see it spelled out, it works pretty well to play on words.
It's a pickle jar with one pig fetus in it. But they give you a toothpick.
Yeah.
You know, like to get it out with.
Oh, hold on.
Like they hand you one toothpick and the jar. Go to town.
Yeah, this stuffed with blue cheese. Blue cheese stuff, fucking yeah. Anyway, we got this is not really an update from a previous story. It's more of an update of a concept that we've covered.
We
since
love our poopers
since our heyday. I would say probably since year one. We've covered mystery poopers.
We had a Mystery Pooper the movie at one point. I think we fleshed out on a show.
And recently I had a mystery pooper. There was another mystery pooper. Fake audiobook. Real audiobook. I was working on with real Morgan Freeman doing the voiceover, which I was literally thinking about that yesterday of finishing that documentary.
Yep.
Wink. Anyway, so we've got
AI can just crank it out for you.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to let them write it. I want to write it.
No, the voice part.
Oh no, that's what. Yeah, I was using dude.
That part. You can
Dude. The Morgan Freeman stuff is great. Like, people actually heard it was part of our 400th episode.
What an age we live in. We're losing rights rapidly in America, but we have Morgan Freeman in a box.
Yeah, dude. I
can just use anytime you want.
I didn't bring this to the table, but I did see because it was actually kind of just a sad thing.
Did Morgan Freeman get deported? Is he in El Salvador?
Oh man.
I've been in a prison like this before.
Yeah,
Goes all Shawshank.
Yeah, gets full.
Yeah, don't put Morgan Freeman in that El Salvadorian prison. All the MS-13 gang members are going to go through a shit tube to freedom.
Yeah, So I was the Delco pooper. This is what I'm going to be covering this time around. So the Delco pooper, Delaware County, and there was a quote-unquote mysterious, of course, because it's mystery poopers, Delco pooper, who was recently identified and charged with indecent exposure and related offenses. She is accused of defecating on a car hood during a dispute with another driver this week in Prospect Park. Now, this is a little different than other mystery poopers, which I really like, the old school mystery poopers where it was multiple poopings across the neighborhood and finally they got them. This sounds like one person was they had a grudge, pooped, and people were like, who is this pooper? It's Christina Marie Solometo, 44, of the 700 block of East Chester Pike in Ridley Park, charged with disorderly conduct, criminal mischief, harassment, depositing waste on the highway for the Tuesday incident at the corner of 4th and Madison Avenues. I
love the photo of her. She looks so proud.
Oh, she's so fun. She looks so fun.
She looks fun at office parties.
Yeah. Hey guys, want to poop?
She's got jokes.
Dude, the thing about this is like I get like when you're like, I'm so pissed at this person, and honestly, I don't want to say it's a victimless crime, but like, honestly, it's one of the better crimes you can do is just shit on the hood of somebody's car. It's hilarious, but at the same time, think about what happens when you get caught and you are now known as the Delco pooper. Yeah. Delaware County is not particularly huge.
That's why I think the charges and the punishment should be very light for this because...
you're already now that you're the Delco pooper. Now... yes, it would be like, listen, and ultimately, I mean, they're not going to do any like,
dude, whoever wrote this fucking Daily Times article, quote, left behind on the hood in a brownish glop.
Yeah.
Who the fuck writes that?
Yeah, left behind. Yeah, exactly. This was a video that was appeared on TMZ. It's shot by a bystander.
It's like, could you write this like Thoreau, but also just if he was retarded.
I also love the video shows a woman
because it's really well written, but then it has words like glob.
Well, I mean, which I love. I actually love that word, but because that is a kind of an onomatopoeia, I guess, right? The onomatopoeia.
Oh.
All right, I'll see myself out. But the video shows a woman next to the vehicle, apparently pantless. I would assume pantless if she eventually takes a shit on the hood of a car. Move to the front of another person's car, stop behind her, sit for a second on the victim's vehicle hood, and then return to the sedan, flashing a smile, probably just like she had in the fucking picture here, as the other driver shouts at her, left behind in the hood is a brownish glop. So
I also like that they also refer to it as, quote, an accumulation of liquefied human feces.
Yeah, sure.
So it was diarrhea? Liquefied.
It sounds liquefied. I mean, first of all, I don't know if it's liquefied, but probably like softer. Yeah. I mean, it sounds like maybe
she's been drinking.
Maybe they should have
liquid poops from drinking.
Yeah, or I mean, I don't know. I've gotten liquid poop from plenty of different eateries. Taco Bell stop.
It's funny you mentioned Taco Bell because when you sell Delco pooper,
yeah,
I kept thinking Del Taco.
Del Taco.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's a Delco pooper. That's a new pooper, but also an old pooper because it sounds like they're not going to strike again. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for our updates. Scott, we're about halfway through the show. I think it's about time to get into web droppings.
All right.
Web droppings, they're falling through. So bizarre, you won't believe it's true.
All right, Scott, you got the first story.
All right. Yeah, the title of the story is misleading. I almost skipped it because I had to read the story to find out that it was worthy. It says,
I did read this one as well. I was going to add it, and then I realized you already had.
So. Neighbors demand answers after, quote, rampant masturbation, end quote, takes over Seattle Park.
Who doesn't masturbate rampantly?
It's not a park. It's a beach, number one.
Yeah.
And it's an unofficial.
I think like a beach maybe is like tactically a park, sort of like how technically cemeteries are parks. Yeah. Like legally, but this is not.
Also, Seattle's beach has got to be like the worst beaches on earth. It's like an Alaskan beach, you know what I mean, or a Maine beach. They're not good beaches.
Yeah, I mean,
they're rocky. They're cold. There's very little sand.
Yeah, and I'm not even sure what the beaches are like up there, but they can't be. I've got
to imagine it's similar to Maine.
They got to be frigid, yeah. I mean, I know there's different like weird climes and stuff. Like apparently, like the warmest beaches are the Atlantic beaches around like North Carolina and whatnot. Like those are the nicest beaches. Yeah, because apparently even Pacific beaches, because of the weird like they're like Pacific beaches even like in California.
Warmest beach, warmest water. Like when you walk from sand to water, for me was the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah.
Beach sand feels normal.
Gulf of America, I think is what you mean.
Nope. And you step into the water, and the water temperature is warmer than the air temperature.
Okay. Yep.
It feels like you're getting into a very warm bath.
What if it's just like that little pooling kind of? It's almost like a large pool right there. Right?
So I've also been in the waters in the Bahamas, Cancun, and down, down the Yucatan coast.
I think down like Florida and the Bahamas.
They're often very warm.
Yeah, I was going to say down there I think it's supposed to be really warm. But a lot of people think of like the Atlantic as being the frigid one. Pacific is warm.
The Yucatan coast,
apparently the Atlantic has warmer bodies. Or
all
pockets.
That water, colder than the Gulf of Mexico. The Gulf of Mexico definitely is a putrid, oil-filled soup of medical waste.
Yes.
Like, I would never tell anyone. I felt dirty after putting my feet in the water in the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read all of these or even read any of them, but there is a nice probably something that's gonna be completely defunded soon because it's part of NOAA. But there is a water temperature guide on the government websites. I wouldn't trust it nowadays with all of the fucking funding being cut. But but the Gulf of Maine, which is apparently a place.
You mean Gulf of America?
Yeah.
Two. I don't know. We're running out of ways. We're running out of ways to name things.
Yeah. I mean, we could just call it Gulf of Maine. Maine is part of America. Nah, but is it?
Is it?
It seems kind of like a little more Prince Edward Islandy. But yeah, so we've got Jerk Off Beach, buddy.
Yeah. So residents of a Seattle neighborhood are pushing the city to do something to stop alleged criminal acts, including rampant public masturbation at their local park.
Is it alleged because they're like, we don't know if they were masturbating, or we don't know if it's even illegal?
We'll see.
Yeah, all right. Sounds good.
Community group Denny Blaine for All. That's the name of this group.
Is that like somebody running for fucking office?
It could be, or someone died. I don't know. I didn't look into that. Has sued the city over what it says is ongoing and unaddressed illegal activity at the park, which is an unofficial nude beach. So not a park, like I said at the beginning. It's an unofficial nude beach.
Oh, Denny Blaine Park for All. It's they just had it categorized or listed in there. So Denny Blaine Park is the name of the park.
Yep. So in Seattle, you can be naked in public. Number one.
Yep.
Let's start there. So an unofficial nude beach means a beach has been designated as a place where we can be naked, and we've all agreed we're going to go there to be naked. And if anyone comes down and goes, "Why y'all naked?" Be like, "Well, it's legal. We made this beach the naked beach."
Yeah.
So you could just make a choice whether you want to go or not. That's how I see it. This is a Karen story, if you will, because it's one of those stories where people just need to go, "That's not for me," and turn around and walk off.
Yeah, okay.
They don't need to insert themselves. People love inserting themselves. That's what a Karen is. Someone who inserts
main
themselves.
character syndrome. They're like, the whole world is supposed to be tailored for me and script written for me.
Yeah.
Why isn't this exactly for what I need it to be right now? Because it's not for you, you fucking asshole.
So, quote, "It's a bad activity," Lee Keller, a spokesman for the group, said.
Seems like people love it. They're doing it rampantly.
"It's illegal. It's illicit. It's masturbating multiple times a day by men sitting on the wall, sitting at the park, in the view of homes, and viewing everything. And it's non-ending, and it's very troubling." Okay, masturbation is ending. It ends.
Oh, usually very,
it ends.
Like, if you're doing it right, it doesn't take long. Like, most people aren't like, I'm going to spend the whole day masturbating. They're like,
That's gooning. That's gooning.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, where you're getting it, kind of going back and forth. This, generally, people are like, I just got to get this thing out so I can fucking, go to my fucking kid's bar mitzvah or whatever. Like, they just want to make sure that to get things done so they're not thinking about their heart on all day. They're like, I just bust this fucker out. Next thing I know, I'm good for a good 6 hours.
I do want to know why
I start thinking about, gooning again.
I agree with you. Now, do you want to know why this Karen is so hell-bent on this beach? It is a safe haven within the LGBT plus community. They consider it. So a lot of people down there are in the LGBT plus community or allies supporters.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Or people who just don't care, just want to get their nude on.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Nude off, nude clothes off, nude on.
Yeah, clothes off, nude on. Yeah,
clothes off. That's a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Clothes off, nude on.
That's the title of the fucking episode. Yeah, I'll type that in.
Type that in. Yep. Could be a hard ChatGPT workaround of that one, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Where are we? Okay, quote. "A lot of folks who want to be out in their bodies. So for a lot of queer and trans folk who might face harassment at other types of beaches, Denny Blaine is just a really safe space."
Yeah.
Okay, so the Denny Blaine for All community group.
It's Denny Blaine Park. It's actually
the
Denny
beach
Blaine
is called
Park
Denny Blaine.
Well, it's Denny Blaine Park. It's Denny Blaine Park for
so
all.
The
It's
just
miswritten
oh my
in there.
God,
Yeah.
it's so dumb.
Denny Blaine Park is the name of the park that has that beach as part of the park. Yes.
So people defending the beach have said that they're concerned that this would ban nude beaches altogether if they're successful, because if you take down one, there's precedent set in law, which then can be applied to other ones,
Right,
which would probably change the whole state's nudity policy.
Yeah, or if you like really target one, then you're saying, well, is this even legal or constitutional to target one when you're not doing it across the board? So it's kind of a slippery slope, if you will, because of all the baby oil.
So the Karen, whose name is Keller, which I love, says, "This is not anything about getting rid of nudity.
Yeah.
Nudity is legal in Washington State, and that's not what this lawsuit is about. We're talking about getting rid of illegal and illicit activities that include masturbation, inappropriate come-ons to people in the neighborhood, men blowing their parts out and asking women if they want to touch them. That is not legal nudity. It's illegal. That's what we're asking the city to take care of." She's 9 white wine spritzers in.
Yeah.
I would try to do the voice from Big Mouth, the Nick Kroll girl voice.
Yeah.
But then I also realized that Karens are always drinking, so kind of worked. So I found nothing in this story that actually says masturbation was recorded, proven, found, cited, law enforcement was on it. Nothing. It sounds like Karen in the neighborhood is just against gay people getting naked at the beach.
And it sounds like it. Like, even looking at the end of this is they were saying friends of Denny Blaine hope that Seattle police officers and park rangers will actually agree to take part in a training that includes reminders that nudity is not illegal in Washington. In other words, they're actually on the like this group is, there's another group saying, oh, what we should actually do is make sure that like this person's like throwing a tantrum, like, oh my God, yeah, somebody's sitting on that fucking wall with their dick hanging out. Like, they need to also be trained properly to go, by the way, you are an officer of the law. The law says they're allowed to do this. If you don't like it, pass a new law. Like,
and if this Karen really thinks people are masturbating in this park or doing lewd things, I hate to say it because it's illegal, but you need some evidence. You need photo
Film
or
it.
video
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
You need something.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if it's
Just
if it's in a
you
public,
saying it sounds like you hate gay people.
and I will say, if it's in a public park and you're probably if in a public park, you're allowed to then video somebody if they're doing an illegal act.
when
and
you're in
send it.
public,
Yeah.
you're allowed to film in public.
You know, if you were to then put
as
it
long as there's no
online,
children, no one under 18.
No, but I was saying like you could film somebody masturbating and then give it to the officers. You can't post it online, but
Yes.
you could give it to the officers as a proof of
and
an
she's
actual,
never
yeah.
produced proof, so I think this is just an anti-gay
This,
person.
this is somebody or anti-gay, anti-nudity, anti-people having fun. And just by the way, this is their one fucking place.
This is Darth
This
Karen.
isn't everywhere.
This is Darth Karen.
Darth Karen. Oh, I like
Darth
it.
Karen.
Darth Karen. Yeah. Darth. Oh, actually, but this has nothing to do with it. Just made me think of Darth Pall Mall. I just want a Darth Pall Mall at some
What
point.
does that do?
I just
What do?
What do?
What
Paul,
do?
Paul, I don't know, like somebody who likes cigarettes. Darth Paul Mall. I don't know. Darth Maul's a thing. Paul Malls are a
Darth
thing.
Paul.
Boom! I just Darth Paul Mall.
All right, what do?
Yeah.
Smokes.
Smokes, smoking like a lightsaber cigarette. Oh man, pretty cool. Anyway, moving on.
Man, that's the best we got for Star Wars. And that one was Darth Karen.
We don't need anything.
You know what? It works.
We don't need anything special. You're going on the next one anyway, so see what you got. Get another one. I was actually just...
This is all. By the way, there is
Yeah.
a theme to the stories. It's all people. Basically, it's human versus something, and it can be their own struggle. It can be an outside struggle.
The last one was woman versus
It was
nudity.
it was like woman versus nudity. This guy is like this next story. I literally titled it "Man Obsessed with Firefighters," not versus, but way too for.
Well, so I actually, I'm
So
just...
it's an attraction / hate. I saw a theme in this and I couldn't quite.
There's a little
pull
bit
it.
of like an obsession with like this kind of thing, and also
Like the last story is a guy who's obsessed with something too.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can go on with the story.
Sure.
I saw a theme and I was trying to pull something besides Star Wars Day, and I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, we're Star Wars Day now.
All right,
we're
so-
in deep.
Man sets his own house on fire twice in one night to watch firefighters work.
Mm-hmm.
This story gets better the further we go deeper into it. A 26-year-old man from the United Kingdom has been convicted after admitting to setting a fire to his home twice in the same night just so he can see the firefighters in action doing their jobs. He gets off on it.
So I actually just got done listening to. I've been trying to catch up on some last podcasts on the left, and they just did one like a special one-off on Pyromania, and they were talking about these people. Like so many of them. Actually, there's a lot of people who are firefighters who end up like joining the firefighter force, whatever they're called. Firefighters. They join the fire department to then eventually like set fires and see their own people.
Yeah.
Like a lot of it is seeing. It's not destroying things, or like a lot of it is like even like seeing like being able to put it out or seeing other people put it out. So this sounds like a classic pyromaniac right here for sure.
Yep. The Northumberland native, who is identified as James Brown.
No way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Seemed to be more captivated by firefighters than the flames themselves. While a lot of people dream of becoming firefighters, Brown's obsession took an unusual path. When admiring firefighters from a distance and making dozens of non-emergency calls wasn't enough, he set fire to his own home.
Whoopsie!
The unusual series of events took place on the night of September 9th, 2023 in Ashington, and according to reports, Brown's house, situated in whatever, was first to receive emergency services after he reported sparks from an energy meter and burning linen in a cabinet. Firefighters arrived, extinguished the little fire, and turned off the electricity supply to be safe. No electricity to his house, right?
Yeah.
They returned 90 minutes later after Brown reported yet another fire involving bedding. But this time, his excuses fell flat because the electricity was already turned off.
Yep.
And the action from him, which looked suspicious, prompted the firefighters to begin their inspections.
Yeah, and by the way, the generally the events that we're talking about here are a couple of years old. The reason this is up on new stories, this is there's been a sentencing for this kind of thing, but it also looks like there were the guy had called the fire department 80 times in the 12 months leading up to his arrest alone, and then of course now there's the sentencing and stuff which is happening, but like this is an obsession.
Is there a philia for firefighters, like a sexual philia?
For firefighters,
just for liking firefighters.
I don't know.
Because I thought is like there's a philia for almost everything. Philias are usually weirder subgenres of sex, like necrophilia, pedophilia.
Yeah.
One of those like a firefighter.
I mean, I get. I mean, we'd be like, pyrophilia would be like about like
doing the fires.
Would be
he
about
doesn't
that'd
care
be like
about the
sexual
fire.
gratification. I think for fires, but I don't know. Like I've never heard of pyrophilia, but
Pyrophilia, I could see is like jerking off to a fire, sure.
Yeah.
But what about the firefighters?
Yeah. Yeah. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's funny? Is pyrophilia is a paraphilia or a sexual interest in unusual objects, characterized intense attraction to fire and fascination with its destructive and mesmerizing quality. So we got that one right, pyrophilia. But what do you call firemen, firefighters? That philia. I mean, I guess it's like that's just a kink. I guess it's probably a version of pyrophilia.
For fire.
That's what I was looking for. Yeah.
I'm doing the same thing with an AI app to see if it will
it'll lie to you, and then we can
sludge.
See if we can get lied to, and then report it as fact.
Yeah,
without
we got
into
pyrophilia a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Wait. Firefighter fetish.
Yes.
While pyrophilia specifically rates to fire, there is a broader phenomenon.
Yes, I would say
known as first responder fetishism.
I was gonna say I wouldn't think it would have its own philia because I don't think that like they're not like a scientific group of people, but it would be a subset just of a normal fetish. You know, like there's different fetishes of different types of people. There's people who have like
so
it's
not a philia. It's a first responder fetishism.
Okay, but and that's even a subset of first responders because you're like that fucking cop showed up, big deal, but like oh my god, the fucking firefighter, oh my god, he showed up, and then just spank it.
Star Wars thing? Shit. We're doing okay. Bad theme because we're not actually twisting any of these into new content.
No.
But
we're just saying things.
But we'll create a new Darth. Sparky McFirefighter McFuckyfuck.
Okay, cool. All right, that works
I
for me.
got nothing else.
Nope. we'll make it work.
This might be the first episode ever where we don't come up with like a movie idea or something.
Yeah, I mean we already did. I mean we came up with Cameo movie to begin with. I mean that was not part of the regular web.
As long as we get one, I'm happy.
That's a good empty promise as well. So
yeah, I want one piece of content per show, and that's it.
Yeah. So let's see. Let me get my story reopened here.
Oh man, I almost did this one, but it felt okay. Just you do the story. I'll tell you how I feel as we go.
Yeah, no, so this one, this is...
I almost did this story.
Yeah,
myself.
so this is one, I was just like, I need to add one story here. But, by the way, it was actually a tough...
so you just threw darts at the computer screen, huh?
I wish, I
see all the holes.
My sweet, 49-inch widescreen.
Guys, dart from a foot away.
Why did I do that?
I don't even know what I'm supposed to pick now. It's gone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, it's just literally there's one. I already had the story open. Yeah. So anyway, man versus robot. Man wins. There was a China-hosted half marathon race between humans and robots. About 13 miles, 21 kilometers. 21 humanoid robots raced alongside thousands of runners in Beijing.
I would have knocked him over. I would have just been like,
"Oh my god,
fuck you, Terminator!"
Yeah,
would have tripped him.
Yeah, and it's just it's actually,
if you're so good, recover.
It is just some Paralympian with like metal legs. Fuck you, Android!
You're running. You're like in the zone, and you look down, and you just see metal legs.
You just trip, and as you're looking up, you're like, no! And people are fucking filming it.
That could be like a Seth Rogen movie.
Yeah. It's like, anyway.
Like in the first ever race with humans versus robots, and he literally trips the only disabled person. Only one.
He's got those fucking blades.
And then robots don't know to not avoid him and just trample.
Oh, man.
Just so many Terminator boots going over
on the only good parts of his body.
No, that was my only good arm. No, that was one of my arms. Ow. Oh no, I only have one good arm left. Ow, my only good arm. Like Adam Sandler ADRing in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So these one of the stipulation was the robots. Well, first of all, they were between 3'9" and 5'9".
Whoa. Why?
I have no idea. Because they didn't have to be. They just happened to be that way. It wasn't.
They're robots. They're made. They don't happen to be anything. They're not born. They're made. Yeah, it just happened to be that way.
Yeah. One of those IVF fucking robots. Yeah. We put a microchip in your pussy.
Yeah. This robot's autistic.
That's not how IVF works.
That just happened to be that way. No robot's autistic on its own.
Oh yeah, somebody spent a lot of hours like programming an autistic robot. What the fuck are you doing?
How many autistic people died to make this robot?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, with the stem cells of 30,000 autistic children. Yeah, we're gonna be able to do that with RFK's fucking autistic registry that he's creating for the eugenics program that he's doing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the Department of Transportation's new trains. I mean, everything's going glowing.
Oh yeah, exactly. Just like these are trains for special. These are trains for special people. Well, we really want to do
so many new prisons, trains, and registries. No reason. As they kick Mein Kampf under a bed.
Oh man. But yeah. So the one of the stipulations they had to the robots had to resemble humans. In other words, like they had to be bipedal.
I guess
be able to walk and run.
3 foot tall robots do resemble human midgets or dwarves.
Exactly, or children. Yep.
Or children who run in all these marathons with adults all the time.
Why not? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, probably just as many as people with dwarfism. So like
either way,
3 foot people getting tripped by people who don't realize.
And they're off. Oh, little Jimmy he wanted to be in this race. That was his Make-A-Wish. He is dead.
Got tripped by Seth Rogen. Stomped by Terminator boots, folks.
And the robot stopped racing to kill him.
Well, that's why robots didn't win this race. Man wins, but also loses terribly. Yeah. Well,
maybe we shouldn't do the Make-A-Wish robot human marathon.
Yeah. Did you program these robots to maybe not kill the children that are running? We didn't have the budget.
And just because pizza has a stuffed crust, pretzel crust,
oh my
blah,
God,
blah, 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 doesn't mean our race can be the Pizza Hut stuffed cheese crust, pretzel crust of races.
Oh, I just thought
we can't do robots, special needs kids, adults.
I just imagine like the slow motion on Sports Center of like this child getting stomped by Terminator boots, but like brought to you by Pizza Hut, the new stuffed crust pizza. It's pretzels, Fill it up with crust.
Break out a slice and see the cheese roll, just ooze out. They just step on the kid's head,
ears,
his ear.
Yeah, the fucking ear, like brains coming out the ears, like one of those like old fucking Play-Doh machines. It's like shaped by like a star, because that's how.
His brains come as a star from his ears.
That's how autism works.
That was his condition.
Old star.
That was what he was dying from.
Star ears. Anyway, so
that was his Make-A-Wish. He had 1 year left with star ears.
Well,
no one's ever lived past 12 with star ears.
No, not at all.
And no one will.
Just like the slow of like a Terminator boot coming down on the head and just like this
brain.
Yeah, just like brain coming out in a perfect star mold. Anyway, so it turns out that in this the best robot finishing time, which was Tiangong Ultra, which crossed the finish line with a time of 2 hours and 40 minutes, while the men's winner of the race had a time of 1 hour and 2 minutes. So, like, literally, robots half as fast. That being said, it was still really, really good for robotics and whatnot. But they said that the robot had to change the battery 3 times during the race, which does slow you down, which is something men and autistic children with star ears do not usually have to worry about. So, there's a little bit of a slowing thing, but it was ultimately considered a good progress for robotics, being even 2 hours and 40 minutes to finish a race. To finish a race as a robot sounds like a pretty good thing. So, yep. I mean, not a good thing, but I mean, an impressive thing for science and technology.
Yeah. I honestly do approve all around because it's a test of robots. Period.
And this was like anybody could enter the robot. Like this could be like BattleBot style. Like anybody could just come in. Like could be a
microwave
university.
on tracks with razor blades, saw blades.
Oh my god! And the other kid dying of fucking star disease or whatever.
He can only go 3 miles an hour, but it's a circular racetrack. He's like, he'll get him as they come around.
Oh yeah.
As he winnows the crowd down to him, and then 3 hours later completes the race while everyone else is chopped off at the ankles.
Oh yeah, it's just a tendon buster. Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, here's the Achilles tendon buster. Oh, he's got him. That's right.
He doesn't have to be the fastest. He has to be the most anti-tendony.
Yeah, as long as it like is on like 2 legs. And it's gonna be fine, but then he could just be like rotating on 2 legs. This one fucking microwave on 2 legs.
It could be tracks that track and then also have a center pivot point where they walk.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
So the tracks become like awkward blocks that flip. So it
and they
walks.
just have razor blades all over them.
So
and then it's just a microwave with razor blades on the
yeah.
outside of it going sideways.
Yeah, it cuts every racer's tendon, destroys all the robots, going 1 mile an hour, finally crosses the track, and as it gets to the track, it goes doop, 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 doop for like the last foot.
And I'm just like, oh, God! Yeah, we thought Timmy dying of star ears getting squished out of his fucking head was going to be the worst of this, but boy, howdy, did this take a turn for the worst. But robots win. But in this case, robots did not win. Man wins. Now,
the bloodiest Star Wars sporting competition outside of the end of Bottoms.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
The football game.
I know we've mentioned Bottoms before. Everybody should watch
Bottoms.
Watch Bottoms.
Fucking best
You'll
comedy horror in a couple years.
Yeah, it's been pretty fucking awesome. It's just a ridiculous kind of parody.
It doesn't even start as a horror movie. It just turns into one.
Oh yeah, no, it's hilariously so. So, but Star Wars. Can we Star Wars this up? What do you got? What do you got? Darth fucking.
What? No, you got robots running a race.
That's true. It's actually already Star Wars.
It's already pretty Star Warsy. Like I would see in Star Wars, like they'd go to they went to the opera in Revenge of the Sith, and they're watching aliens do opera or whatever. It's the same thing. They go to a track meet, and it's aliens and robots.
Yeah.
This is Star Wars.
It is.
We're here.
And then Anakin tries a pod race or whatever. You know, remember that one?
Yeah.
Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Spinning. That's a good trick.
Yeah.
That's something he says. Get lost.
Get lost.
I went down to the nude beach where the clothes are off and the sun is on. And everybody's so free. Yeah, they let their hair hang long. Then I walked into a store and the mannequins all had clothes on. And I said to the manager, "You're not running this place very well, son." And I said, "Clothes off, nude on." 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 I went down to the post office and everybody was wearing clothes. And I said, if we had no pockets, where would we put all these notes? Then I walked into the bank and everybody was wearing shoes. And I said, if we wore no shoes, how could we lose? And I said, clothes